episode 19. Today we'll be discussing Chanelle and I'm so excited. So I'll be going over each of her performances and ranking her in certain criteria. I've been so excited for this. I wrote a script even before I started recording any of my Hope Show episodes. And I was reading it yesterday and guess what? I lost it, so I can't use it. But muscle memory. So hopefully I have a good amount of it memorized because Chanelle is probably going to be the most interesting episode. So, starting with Bad Boy, she became my bias right off the bat. And don't get me wrong, I love Jiwoo and Jongin, but Chanelle just had it. Her vocals were excellent. Her stage presence was so interesting, and her visuals just stood out to me. It's probably because maybe she was American or something, and she just looked different compared to the other two on stage. This sounds kind of wrong to say, but she had a really good start. And at the beginning of the show, sorry for the cutoff, but at the start of the show, Chanelle's first few performances showed fresh and confident. She was really ready to be in the competition. In attention, she was a natural. Right after Bad Boy, we get to see some versatility. And then The Boys has got to be one of her best performances ever. I mean, her stage presence was incredible. That high note was perfect. She made a great center. I mean, Chanelle was probably my second favorite vocalist. Her vocals stood out to me. It was extremely prominent. And then Money, she was very, hyped, and she had very strong stage presence. She's very interesting to watch, especially for a more upbeat song like Money. She was moving around. And then Spark, I loved her vocals. I loved the chemistry she had with Minju on stage, the way they made eye contact with each other. Minju and Chanelle, honestly, sang really well together. But then there was a regression in Chanelle's quality of performances. So, after Spark, she had 5 seasons, SSFWL. And the group that she had was relatively weaker, right? I would say she was the most talented out of everyone. There was Wonhee, Mocha, Jimena, and Soyeon. Soyeon is one of the weaker performers. Yes, she is talented, but she's also relatively young. Wonhee, honestly, at this point, Wonhee did improve a lot, but I don't think she was up to the point where Chanelle was. Mocha, I just don't think she was as strong as Chanelle. And then Jimena does have really good stage presence and things like that. But once again, she wasn't Chanelle. And I feel like Chanelle could have had the opportunity to stand out and receive lots of praise. But at this point, she probably was weary. And, I've seen a lot of things about how poorly the judges treated her and the way they criticized her. So ultimately, this performance has got to be her worst. And if she did get eliminated because of this, I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, she did have this high note at the end. It wasn't delivered well at all. Her stage presence was not there. She did look extremely tired and overwhelmed. So at this point, Chanelle was probably at her breaking point. So I think it was kind of understandable to see why she got eliminated in 11 and Pride. She just wasn't the same Chanelle at the start of the competition, and it was really heartbreaking to see that because honestly, Chanelle would be perfect for debut. She kind of reminded me a lot of Yeonjun, and I really wish the judges liked her because she was one of my favorites. 11 and Pride, she did well. I think she did well. I mean, it wasn't as amazing as Bad Boy because, like I said, she did seem tired and stuff like that. But it wasn't bad. Honestly, there are some other people that I could have seen get eliminated instead of Chanelle. She looked beautiful in 11, and Pride, she did fine as well. Just maybe it was harder for her to stand out, especially since the competition was so fierce with people like Youngso, Jimin, Jongin, Jiwoo, and all the strong contestants. Okay, so now criteria rank. Talent, 9.5 out of 10. Honestly, my second favorite vocalist in the whole are next. And I saw a lot of things about Chanelle being an ace. I am extremely bummed that she didn't make her debut. But back to the ace thing, I saw her dancing stand out to me a lot in The Boys when she was made the center. And her rapping while training everyone was like, "Oh yes, Queen." She literally rapped "Rap God" by Eminem. Like, you go, girl. Versatility, 9 out of 10. So I don't know if this should be an 8.5, but I'm gonna stick with 9 out of 10. Similar to Minju, I don't think one certain concept suits her. I think she's capable of doing it all. But her stage presence was inconsistent though, which makes me sort of doubt her versatility. So stage presence, 8.7 out of 10. By inconsistent, I mean some performances her stage presence was glorious, while others it was very obvious she might be exhausted. And, being an idol, you have to be able to mask that, which sucks, but, it's part of the job. And I'm not saying that I'm an idol and I know everything, but, you have to always look your best when you're performing a lot of times. Although Chanelle was never boring, she did have her charms. She was a very charismatic performer. I mean, there are so many things that Chanelle's done while performing that, replay in my head a lot. So overall, I'm going to give her a 9 out of 10. I miss Chanelle so much, and I wish her the best of luck, especially with the recent news of her departure from Hybe. I hope she's able to make her debut soon, maybe in some other company, because she is totally idol material. Thank you so much for watching today's episode. I hope you enjoyed. I wanted to let you know we only have 3 episodes left. We have Moa, Funna, and Jiwoo. And I hope you guys enjoyed this episode because I think by far this episode has been my most favorite to record and research. Anyways, I love you guys and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Mwah.